teams, as you can tell, are going to start with the bottom half of the engine. The key to winning this competition is teamwork. Working with your teammate, knowing what the other member is doing, assisting him when assistance is needed. Once you start stumbling over each other and crossing each other's paths, that's when you start deducting time.
The first thing, you want to make sure you actually like your teammate, but that's probably going to help.
That's correct. And I think that we've had a couple divorces by the end of these competitions.
Well, hopefully I don't know, Tony and Joe seem like a happy marriage, so hopefully they don't divorce. But you did have a husband and wife yesterday.
Yes, I did have a husband and wife, and she was the one that jumped up to the challenge.
Wow. Well, we're off and going here, and kind of give us an idea of what we're seeing here at the very beginning.
All right, as you can tell, like I mentioned before, both teams are going to start with the bottom half. Team Comp on the other side, they're working on pistons number 1 and number 2, getting those installed. Team Fast is working on the back flex plate, the TCI flex plate, getting that installed, while the other teammate is working on the pistons. Looks like he's got piston number 1. Looks like he's going to go for piston number 3 next.
One thing you notice about this, I've seen a lot of these engine builder competitions, both these teams are patient. Sometimes you see guys that get a little over anxious, they're dropping parts, they're losing things, they're fumbling for tools. Both groups seem to be patient, off and running right now. And, if you look over at Team Comp, those guys are really focused right now.
That is correct. Sometimes the fastest is not the winning way to go. Sometimes patience pays off. Making sure you install the parts correctly so you do not have to go back and retrace your steps. One of the knuckle busters of this would be the flex plate. Got to make sure not to injure yourself while tightening those down. All right.
Both teams are off to a good start. Make some noise for them. Let's let them know. Get them going. Come on, show some support.
All right, we're 2.5 minutes into this competition. Both teams are doing a great job. As you can tell, Team Fast has already jumped in while one teammate is still working on installing the pistons. The other teammate has already installed the camshaft into this engine. Now, I think it's an opportunity to give something away here. Who wants some free stuff? All right, that does not surprise me. Let's see, should we give away a comp hat or a comp banner?
Hat. Let's do winner's choice.
Winner's choice? All right, how about that? That sounds like a great idea. All right, here's going to be the question. As you watch this competition, and you've probably seen it in other competitions throughout the years that we've been doing this, we've been running one select series of camshafts. The first person that raises your hand that I can see, I want you to tell me what camshaft is in this engine, as well as the other two that are in that product line. Okay, what are the two others? All right, you got part 1. I need part 2.
Thumper, Mother Thumper, and Big Mother Thumper.
All right, which one's in the engine?
Hey, you guys are supposed to be building a motor over.
Hey, quit talking. Quit talking. I'll give you one more shot, sir. Thumper. Incorrect. One more chance.
There's the answer there. Super Thumper.
And what's the other two series? Oh, come on. You just heard this gentleman say
Thumper and
that.
Mother Thumper.
All right. There's one more. Big Mother Thumper is what's installed this engine. We have clarified that. All right, there we go. Thumper, Mother Thumper, and Big Mother Thumper.
You got to be real careful with vernacular there. You can get in trouble.
Absolutely. Come on up.
Winner's choice. What's your name, sir, and where are you from? From Munford, Tennessee. So he picks up the win. He's going to be running for Team Fast, I guess, out of Brighton, Tennessee. We're going to have some more trivia questions.
Hey, look, check this out. We got a lot more freebies.
Merch.
All right.
We got this young lady. She's explaining what's happening here. You look like you're not real happy with what's happening right there. What is this guy doing wrong on this engine? It's okay. It's okay. He's been embarrassed before. You can say it. You don't know? Would you like a hat, maybe? Okay. Well, you got to tell us what he's doing wrong. It could be anything. Because I'm not going to know. I promise you. Did he put the headlight fluid in backwards?
I would say if
Maybe. I think he did. I think he did.
I would say he put the
Would you like a fast hat or would you like a comp cams hat? Now keep in mind, if we give you this hat in about 10 minutes, you got to go finish that motor. Is that okay? No, we're not going to do that. What about one of those comp cams hats right there? Would you like
How about this? Would you like this?
Would you like that? All right, you got to go finish that motor before you can get this.
Huh.
You don't know, that's okay. We know. Apparently he doesn't. He's looking at you. You can give him some help if you need to. Thank you, sweetie.
All right, as you can see, both teams are still working at a diligent pace, still taking their time, making sure they are not overstepping each other's bounds. Team Comp Cams looks like they have taken the advantage. They have actually stepped up the game. They've installed the camshaft, retaining plate. They've already installed the oil pump, TCI flex plate, the oil filter, and now the Moroso oil pan. So, right now, Fast is just a little bit behind. It's still anybody's competition right now. Anybody can still win this. But Comp is actually stepping up the game.
They're definitely bringing it right now. The Show Me State team. If somebody is interested in these products or needs more information, Trent, you guys have a tech line they can contact me point as well as online support.
Absolutely. We have online support. We have instant chat, email, text. We have anything that you need to service your needs on your product. Even if you are not using our product, we'll still help you. That is our motto. We'll take care of you guys so you can possibly use us in the future.
Definitely. And of course, Faster, the sponsor of the main stage, as well as a lot of other. It's a beautiful day and a great turnout here at the Hot Rod Power Tour in Memphis, Tennessee.
Absolutely. Here at the Memphis stop, I think this must be a record count for cars in this facility. We are so thankful that you guys have taken part to come to Memphis. This is our home state in this area, so we're just glad you're here, watching the competition, participating in the Engine Builder Duel, as well as the Power Tour. I think this is going to be a great turnout. Right now, we're 7.5 minutes into the build.
What's happening over here with the Comp Cams team? What exactly they have going into the motor?
Let's see. Team Comp Cams right now has flipped the engine. As you can tell, there is a strut brace that they have to install. That is a safety measure that we have to take because we would not want these engines to fire without those safety braces. Also, you can see the gentleman just dropped the timing set gear, but it's okay. We'll sell it on eBay later. Scratch and dent, half off. Installing the timing set, trying to make sure it is lined up dot to dot, as well as the engine is at top dead center. I see he was rotating the crank over, probably trying to bring up piston number 1.
Trent, that was actually part of the show's strategy. He'll be on eBay buying that finished product later.
That might be what it is. Absolutely. We're 8.5 minutes into this competition, and I'll tell you what, these guys are at a heart-beating pace. I mean, they're doing a really good job, both teams, actually.
Team Fast has started to make up some ground as they are finding they had a few issues early on, but they're making some ground in the last couple of minutes.
Absolutely, absolutely. They're fixing to spin the engine, as you see, install the support braces for the safety measures. Next step, going to be the timing chain set, lifters, heads,